Hi folks, Monday. Yeah, didn't really go out and buy anything as such today. Maybe got two bits to show you. But then get on to the main topic after that of the Modern Goth. Couple of bits I did buy today. Yay! How about this? A packet of vintage Goth potatoes. Just joking, really. I don't know what the hell they're like. British jazzy potatoes, whatever that is. That's just a bit of a bloody arse about. But this is the only other bit I'm going to show you today. Not Goth at all, but you know me and zany bits and bobs, and it's that. No, it's not a light bulb, it's a bottle. We got these in our Poundlands, and I said pound, makes sense, wouldn't it? Screw the top off and there's your bottle. I think great if you put stuff in it in the bathroom. If you don't, I was going to, but I think I'm going to try the kitchen, see what I've got that I'll put in this, decant out of something else, because it'll look a lot more novel. And if it looks good, then I'll probably buy some more tomorrow. But yeah, flipping great. I did see two smaller ones in a charity shop a while back. There was salt and pepper. But yeah, lovely novelty thing. You can try and screw that in your bloody lamp if you like. It might freaking light up with you as well. We'll go on to, well, this bit, whichever direction it's coming in. Aye, so here we are in the best bit. The Modern Goth. A lot of these things come to me as I'm wandering around, and usually I'm wandering around town, walking home, earbuds in, generally listening to the Damned, and as I'm doing that, thoughts come to my mind, and yeah, thought came to my mind today, the Modern Goth. And what am I going to look at with the Modern Goth? How they maybe become the Modern Goth. Now, we're not talking about the Modern Goths that were there in the 80s and 90s or whatever. We're talking about the Modern Goth. We can go back a little way. We've come to today. How does someone become a goth? Well, we within the goth subculture, we often talk about being born goth, going through life goth, dying goth. Yeah, that works. But there's lots of other things. And so let's take the Modern Goth, because they weren't there at the beginning. There weren't even a twinkle in Mum and Dad's eye. But they're here now. So how do they come across it? Well, there's lots of different ways. You will be able to tell me loads of them. I'm going to just go on one or two. One, let's think music. Youngsters, maybe older, could be in the 40s or whatever, they've gone their own way in life. They come across music. I've never really heard this before. What is it? Could be 80s goth, could be 90s goth, could be 2000 goth. Somebody said, oh, that's goth music. You find goths listening to that stuff. And they like it, and they listen to it, and then listening to it, they look at more, they go on YouTube, they look the bands up, they look the singers up, and it gets intriguing, and then they look at the people that are surrounded by it, and then, yeah, let's have a look at this, goths, oh yeah. So they're looking at goths and everything. And then somewhere along the line, it's where I want to be. It's where I probably always should have been, but it's now where I want to be. Younger ones, it's the direction I want to go. I love that music. So yeah, the music and lots of goths and myself will say, yeah, goth is a music-based subculture. So there you go, music-based. They come across the music. I bloody love that. But it brings up another point that I thought of the other day. I was actually thinking about punks and how they became punk, how the goths became goth, the music, the fashion, all that sort of thing. And I thought, just like this person that's come along and loved the music and said, I love the music, I want to be a follower of that music. I never want to listen to anything but that music. And some people say the music is the goth. If you're goth, it's music based, that's what makes you goth. Well, then you think, well, if I'm somebody that dresses really twee and I've got lovely little suit and ties and all that sort of thing, and I go and whatever, but I love the music, because I love the music, does that make me goth? Would everybody look at me, even goths, and go, yeah, you're goth? Or would they be going, you don't look very bloody goth to me? That's just a little point I wanted to bring up, because although we can say it's music based and it should be based on the music, if we didn't add other stuff with it, would it work that way? If you really, really, really love country and western, you love it, but it don't mean to say you're going to be a country and western freak, fan, whatever you want to call it. You're not necessarily going to want to dress that way, talk that way, do everything that country western followers do, but you probably love it. You'd probably want to turn up at some of the country western gigs, but it wouldn't make you whatever they call a country and western follower. And it could be the same with heavy metal, goth, reggae, that dreaded rap. You can love the music, but is that enough? Does that really make you that? I don't know. It's just something I threw in. Anyway, yeah, so people hear the music, I freaking love this, and they're in. Then we have to say, do you have to have a little bit more than just loving the music to call yourself a goth? That's the principle I've just been talking about. But we'll forget about that for the moment. The music has brought those people in. Then we get people of today probably don't hear the music, or they've heard it, but it doesn't go one way or the other to them. And they see the fashion and think, I bloody love that fashion. That is me. That bloody fashion is me. I could dress this, and I do dress this, actually, is get to me. And I dress this, but I flipping love that. I'd be so bloody happy and feeling at home dressed like that. So the figure, that's goth. So the beeline for it. So they come into goth that way. Once they get in, they're probably listening to the music and everything that goes with what's around them, and yeah, I love that too. But this lot here came in because they loved the music. This lot is just snuck in because the fashion brought them in. Then, so yeah, the ones that snuck in with the music go, oh, the fashion? Yeah, I'll wear that as well. Okay, thanks. Fashion come in. Oh, I like the music. I'll listen to the music as well. I'll be in with everybody else. That's two ways. The other way, there was not necessarily any music, there was not necessarily any fashion per se, but they got friends, and the friends are goth. It's never dawned on them to think much about the fashion or the music that the friend might like, but just something about it. And they'll hang around with the friends, and eventually they'll emulate the friends. They love this bit about the friend, that bit, and they come into the subculture in a totally different direction, through friendship, through family, whatever, because they're slowly brought into it. Once they get into it, they go, you know, what my friend likes, I pretty much flipping like, actually. I like the music, I want to dress like my friend. So they come in that way. Then there's another one, which I can't bloody think of now. It's sort of gone. But it's going along a similar line. So many different directions that attract people, and they go, I'm attracted to that. Oh yeah, the next one, darkly inclined. So you get darkly inclined people that love all the darkly inclined stuff, and then they see the goth subculture and they go, boy, that's bloody darkly inclined. You don't consciously think that, but subconsciously you're going, that's my place. They love darkly inclined things. They love this. Things I love. You haven't heard of the music. The fashion's sort of been around, but you're very darkly inclined. But you come in because of the darkly inclined. Music comes in, the fashion comes in with it. You end up the same. So at the end of the day, those that are pointed out, plus lots of other avenues, because I'm not going on all bloody day with avenues, they're all different avenues that have pointed towards goth, and everybody on those different avenues has all made their way there. If you're lucky, you didn't have an avenue, you were born into goth, your parents were goth or whatever, and you grew up with it, and you either stuck with that or you went off. But all these avenues, so at the end of the day, you can have a room full of goths that are totally goth. Nobody there or anywhere else would say, sorry, you're not a goth. What are you talking about? All these are bona fide, but they all come in on different routes. So that's what I was looking at today. What in today's modern goth world makes a goth? And I came to the conclusion really that lots of things, lots of different avenues that bring people in, and then once you get there you adapt to the other bits and bobs. And you know, the strange thing about it all, it's exactly what we was doing in the bloody 80s. I was there in the 80s. It's what we was doing in the bloody 80s. We all went in on a different avenue, and people go, I'm totally goth. I was there in the 80s. I was goth with it, but you went down one of the avenues. So really, the modern goth isn't really any different to the 80s goth that was there at the beginning. We all sat on an avenue and we all went down one of them. And if I go back to my younger days, what avenue did I go down? I think it was an avenue of fashion. I think it was an avenue of darkly inclined. I think it was an avenue, now this is another musical avenue, I think it was an avenue of a particular type of music that resonated with other genres of music. I remember being very much into a lot of the 80s stuff, and I was into very much a lot of the what we called in them days, we call heavy rock, heavy music. But looking back at the time, the avenue that I was going down in, that was the darker one. It was the darker bands, and then what happened was the music started mixing in a way, and the gothic stuff was coming in, and I'm even today I'm a mix of all sorts of music. But yes, the goth style started creeping in, and it's what happened at the beginning. There was punk, and then all these other genres sort of, somebody said, let's have a bit of punk, let's have a bit of that, let's have a bit, put them all together, jumble, got something we'll call goth. So yeah, avenues, if you really think about it, you'll see the avenue that you walk down. Doesn't matter how goth you feel you are or you don't feel you are, you went down some avenue, got there. Once you were there, then you look at it and say, oh, hi. You say, yeah, I am extremely goth, or I'm on the fringes of goth or whatever, but you went down some flipping avenue. And that is the secret of it, that the avenues that the youngsters today are going down towards goth are the same bloody avenues that we all walked down in the 80s. And I want a lot of people to think about that, because the only way you was born goth in those days, if you was born in those days to a goth. Yeah, have a think about it. What avenue did you walk down? Because you walked down some bloody avenue. So on that point, I'm going to bloody get away from here, because you'll all be shouting your freaking head off at me. I'm going to have a good old go at this Kiltaloo chicken curry and finish this tea that is now cold. Well, it's bloody awful cold. Anyway folks, there you go. the Modern Goth, how are they getting here? Avenues. There isn't one door into Goth. There is avenues, and they all come from a different direction. So yeah, ever think which one you was on? Catch you later.